Everybody ready?
Hey, Coach.
Who wants to take it first?
Hey, Coach. Good to see you again. Congratulations. And what does it mean for you to be in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame?
Well, it's a really special honor, but you really can't accept an honor like this without, on behalf of so many people. We had such great support at the university. We had a great president, Mark Conrad. Tiger Athletic Foundation was very supportive. We had a lot of great players. A lot of people were committed to us, being successful. The success that we had was really because of all them. This was the first job that I ever had where the people actually trusted and respected the process that we were going to try to do to win. And I think, we took over a DNA program and everybody was committed to it. And I certainly hope that I did my part to make everybody proud of the kind of team that we were able to develop and won a championship. When you win a championship, it kind of raises everybody's horizon. I think when you accomplish something of significance, then that becomes the expectation for you and for that program. So I think it raised the horizon for LSU, and it also raised our horizon, my horizon personally, in terms of what I want to accomplish in the future.
All right, got a question? Yes, go ahead.
What was your individual favorite memory from being in the state of Louisiana? What has it been like to be here celebrated today, talking to the great people that run the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame?
Well, I don't think that the first national championship is the one you remember most, but going in the Sugar Bowl and being in New Orleans and seeing the pride that everyone had in that success was probably a memory that is hard to forget. We had a lot of great relationships here, a lot of good friends, lots of good people, and we had a lot of good times. So, and those people have remained good friends, and we appreciate that.
A couple more, go ahead.
Coach Saban, during your time at LSU, when you look back, what are some of your fondest memories when you think about your time at LSU?
Well, I think the whole process of what we went through to develop the program. But an example of, Skip Bertman and I raised $15 million in 3 months, and I remember going all over the state, the two of us speaking at these, Tiger Athletic Foundation functions to raise that money so we could build an academic center. But really, probably, my favorite is, I never came to interview. Mark Emmerich, Charlie Ween, Richard Gill, who was a great friend, God bless his soul, and Stanley Jacobs came and met me secretly and interviewed me. And I said, okay. I said, we like you, we want you to take the job. I said, I've never been to LSU. It's hard for me to take this job. Wow. But I couldn't go for an interview because Michigan State was really on me about even considering leaving. We just went 10-2 at Michigan State, beat Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, Michigan all the same year for the first time in many, many years. So Miss Terry decided that she is going to go and do this interview for me and see what it's like at LSU. This is a true story. So Delane Everett picked up Miss Terry at the airport, and Miss Terry goes and looks at the facilities in the stadium and all that. So I called her up on the phone and I said, what do you think? And she said, they don't have very good facilities. The coach's offices are in the bank building, so they're not very good. They don't have an academic center. You got to get on a bus and ride across the railroad tracks to get to practice. But she said, I went in the weight room. They got some damn good looking players. The guy's true. So that's how we took the job.
All right, let's take one more.
That's the truth. No, I don't know if anybody knows.
Coach,
Go ahead.
I know you've been at Game Day for a year working with ESPN, but what has Lee Corso meant to you over the past, just working there with him?
I think Lee Corso is an icon when it comes to television in terms of creating a tradition of putting that headgear on whatever team's going to win, and the anticipation that everybody has on Saturday morning to see who he's going to pick. He's a great guy. He was a really good coach, and just fantastic person to be around and one of the ultimate professionals that anybody would ever have a chance to work with. And he's made such a great contribution for many, many years. We're going to miss him. But, you know, when you retire, people really should be happy. We're very much happy.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Coach.
Is that Junior's? Who's this? Here we go, guys. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Come up.